So I'm putting the wheels on, and so you have to screw them in by using the wrench. The instructions aren't super clear about that, but you just need to use a wrench to get that to go on. Okay, and then you want to make sure it's level so that you don't have tipping plants. Looks pretty good to me. Then your pump goes in into the tub, and you want to make sure that your cord doesn't get stuck in there. So there's this nifty little notch that they put here. So you go ahead and leave that outside of the tub. Okay, so some of these holes, so you can see here, some of these holes are filled in, and some of them are open. So you have to make sure that your holes that are open match. So that you can screw it through, looks like. Okay, so the instructions say to attach the tube to the lid as part of the instructions that were there. However, if you do that, then you can't get your piping in that has to go in to connect all the parts onto your tower. So I would say do the piping part first before you do your final screw in of the lid to the tub. Okay, so then you want to screw in to the hole closest to the middle that says A. So there's B's, and so B's are here, A's are here, B, A. So you want to screw into the A.
And you've put a wing nut
there's a
before you do that.
Yeah, wing nut on, and then you put your washer and a nut, and then a washer and a wing nut. Okay. Yeah. And then you screw on the other side. And then you want to screw the next one across the way in the next A screw hole there to attach the other side. B, B. Okay, so we've screwed them into the holes that are marked A, and then you thread them through the holes that are marked B. The instructions are a little bit confusing. So when you're screwing in the posts, they need to be screwed into the B's, and then that are across from each other. And then you put in the next one, and it's put through the holes that have the A on them. Now we're doing the third one, and it needs to be in B's that are across from each other, and needs to fit with this groove. The groove here needs to go into the previous hole, so that it fits, so that you have alternating ports for your plants to go in. Okay, so now we've got our ports in, and then we need to finish with the rest. We're going to put these extenders in so that we can put our herb garden on. Because they're A's on the bottom and then B's on the top portion of it. Okay, so when I was taking the lid on and off, the pump that was in the bottom was just kind of free floating around, and I thought that's weird. And so they don't tell you in the instructions, but you need to put on these. It comes with the suction cup thingies that are with the pump, and then when you put those on, and then you need to suction it to the bottom of the bucket, the tub. So that it doesn't just go floating around in your tub of water. So then that way it stays, so that it's not floating around. So just so you know, they don't really talk about that in the instructions. So yeah, there you go. So there's not enough room for the washer to turn, so you're gonna have to screw your screw into the washer and not rotating the not rotating the wing nut. Sorry, you're gonna have to rotate the screw instead of the wing nut. Okay, so then after you put all your parts on here, then you put on the shower cap that allows the water to drain down onto the plants, and it just fits. You can see that there's holes that are bigger than others right there, and then this is the middle port, so those just feed onto the biggest holes that you see, and that snaps in just like all the rest of them have. Okay. Yeah. Stick your guy in there.